Hello and welcome back to the Penno channel. We're here for the match reaction to Aston Villa 0, Arsenal 2. In a game where it was two sides, similar playing field. I thought both sides matched each other, and Villa were unlucky not to get the 3 points or even get anything out of the game. I thought we played very well. Joined in with my bro. We just got back. How you feeling, bro?
I think I'm feeling gutted, but I'm taking the positives from the amount of chances we created. I thought the performance was good as well, so that's how I'm kind of feeling at the moment.
Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, I think last season when we got the 2 victories, we didn't play as well. Maybe the second half of the Emirates, but we didn't play as well as we did today. We thought we created a number of opportunities. We had more shots. We had a better XG, and it's just one of those games. I think it's hard to be disappointed. Well, it's easy to be disappointed, but it's hard to be angry or upset at the team or anything like that when we've performed to that level. And for me, been the better side, but. Yeah, it is a disappointing result in terms of we could have won it, and we could have at least got a draw from the game. But yeah, bro, just one of those things. Yeah, just it's hard to talk about because it's just one of those where I really thought we could win it.
I think I agree with what you're saying in it. And last season, it kind of felt like they probably should have scored at the game at Villa Park. And then this season, it feels like we definitely should have scored today, but they've got the win. So it's kind of like a bit of a role reversal. But yeah, I'm gutted, man, because when you do create chances and when you do play well, and we'll get onto Rodgers later, but I thought he was outstanding today. There's just a bit of taste left in your mouth where you just like, we could have really got a draw at least today.
Yeah, it was one of those games. It was whoever took their chances was going to win it. We're going to the first half, and it was just a performance. The whole 45, it was strange because firstly, let's talk about get into the game and get into the ground. The queue lower halt was ridiculous to get in. It was the new system. Usually, everyone has to use their iPhones now. There's no hard season ticket. There's no card. So getting into the ground was a nightmare for other people. It wasn't too bad for us in the upper halt. There weren't much of a queue, but in the lower hole, it looked an absolute mess. And getting into the ground 5 minutes before kickoff, it was quite empty, wasn't it? And I think the game didn't kick off at 5:30 exactly. It was kind of delayed a bit. I know there was the minute silence for the names mentioned, and but yeah, it seemed quite empty. But luckily, it did fill up by the time we kicked off. And yeah, the game it was weird because obviously we had the Cash injury. I hope it's nothing too serious because we need everyone within the squad for sure. And it seems like it was a reoccurrence of what he's had previously with his hammy. But yeah, the Cash injury, we had a Nana go down as well. That looked bad at first because he just stayed down. It did look like it was something more than it actually was. And then obviously Leon Bailey goes down as well, only a few minutes later again. From where we were sitting, it looked like he twisted his knee or something. But again, he managed to get up and continue on. So it was just such a start game at the beginning. And the only times Arsenal were really getting into any areas was when we were down to 10 men for those times. So yeah, it was a weird beginning to the game. What was your thoughts?
Yeah, it felt like we'd been cursed at one point when Cash went down, Onana went down, Bailey went down, and the Bailey one as well. Like nobody touched him. It looked like, so we were just like, I hope he hasn't just pulled up here. But yeah, he got on, he carried on, and yeah, I just thought a lot of the first half was us playing transition, but we played well. And I thought we carried well, and we created chances in the first half.
Yeah. Before we continue this one, I just want to say if you could like the stream, also subscribe as well. Be much appreciated. Got a few comments here. We'll just go through. Michael John, thanks for joining. Michael, he says, "Evening, boys. Don't get too down. We must learn to take our chances, but let's learn from today for sure." I agree. Michelle says, "Brilliant performance from Villa. Just didn't take the chances. Morgan was the standout player today." Facts, agree with that all. Thanks for joining, Michelle. Deontay says Villa might have lost, but Penner gained 3 points. That's in the score predictor. Yeah, I wasn't fancying us to win, to be fair, but watching it, we had every chance. I heard the system went down all around the ground. Yeah, I heard that as well. But in the upper hold, there wasn't much of a queue to get in. It was working absolutely fine. But so yeah, but in the lower, the queue was ridiculous. It was going outside the gates and round towards the Trinity. It was mad. Deontay says mixed feelings, but I know the Villa boys will come back stronger. Carl's joined. Thanks for joining. Carl, he says, "Hey guys, Watkins let us down." Yeah, we'll get onto that regarding Watkins. It's hard to say Watkins let us down because of last season and what he's done for the club. Like, it was just one of those games. But Mark says we certainly have Arsenal rattled, and we have to take that into account going forward. They took their chances, but chin up. Yeah, Arsenal were just all over. That was their cup final. It was mad. Carl says still we looked pretty good. I'm not too annoyed. So yeah, bro. Let's get on to the big talking points within that first half. Then, obviously, Arsenal had a decent chance with Bukayo Saka, who great save from Emi Martinez when he cut inside. They also had the Kai Havertz chance, which really we did well with because I think Ezri Konsa was covering, so he didn't really have a clear sighted goal with that chance. But the big opportunity from the half is Ollie Watkins, and yeah, bro, do you want to just go into that because I can't believe he's missed it.
I thought our press in the first half was really good, and Gabriel receives the ball. Bailey tracks him down. He wins the ball. I thought the ref might give a foul, just because referees do that sometimes if it leads to a dangerous position. But now we carried on. Rodgers takes the ball. Timber's trying to trap back. Rodgers senses that and he just lays it off to Watkins. It's the right decision. Watkins, he's got time to take a touch, to be honest. But yeah, he puts it wide, and it's not even just a little bit wide. It's very, very wide. And you just got it because in games like these, the margins are so close. You have to take your chances. But I'm not the type of person, the way I judge missing chances. I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, Ollie's shit now. Ollie's got to be dropped, or Ollie's got to come out of the team, because strikers miss chances all the time.
Yeah.
And as long as he keeps getting in them positions, as irritating as it is, and as gutting as it is, the goals are gonna come. We've been through all this last season, and it's kind of boring now. So.
Yeah. I know. At the moment, you're just like, how's he missed that? That was one of the easiest chances he's ever had, but he put it wide, and we were just unfortunate not to go in 1-0 up. But I thought that game, the first half again, was just very even. Both sides very even. It's quite cagey at times, but tactically it looked really good. Both shapes, that Arsenal shape they set up defensively, but our defense shape and how we were looking to transition on them, we were clashing. It was literally just two very, very good sides, and that kind of made me proud in the sense of we've come a long way, and now we are just a top side. Just in how we set up against Arsenal today and the chances we created. But let's talk about the man, Morgan Rogers. Yeah, the profile, the movement on the ball, the way he was just using his strength and his ability to manipulate the ball and just dribbling past right. He was sending Rice shots. He was sending Thomas Partey shots as well. He was just all running through him with ease, consummate ease, man. And what a performance he was putting in. That second half, he had a great performance as well. But that first half, he was showing levels.
Yeah, Rodgers is cold. Rodgers is cold because it's not just that he's so nimble with his footwork. He has the strength as well to bully a man, and he's a big guy as well. So when he's carrying the ball, it's almost like a guy that tall should not be able to move with such grace like he does as well. And yeah, he just eats up yards. Some of the times he was getting pressed as well, and he was just beating his man. And yeah, I think today's the game where Villa fans knew how good Rodgers was, but the rest of the Premier League World Cup today. I've had messages from Arsenal fans as well. It's like, who's that guy in your midfield, man? Who's that light skinned guy in your midfield? So that's Rodgers, bro. Now you know. And that signing's looking like one of the best that we've probably had in a while.
Ridiculous in terms of yeah. When he did that one thing where he put it through someone's legs and then he knocked it around Partey and then got back on the ball and had to be brought down, I was like, yo, this is mad. And then he had another mazy run as well where he did get a shot off, but I think Watkins blocked it. But he was moving mad in that first half. I've not seen a performance like that in a long time. Just individually, it was mad against a top side as well. He looked a step above everyone on the pitch. It was mad. But yeah, going into half time, I was happy, man. The performance was really good. We should have took the lead, but it is what it is. I thought, yeah, if we continue like this, we can win this. Second half then, and we always used to talk about it. The second half at Villa Park, for some reason, the first 15 of the second half, we usually concede or we're not playing to our full potential. We have our fears because sometimes people don't get back to the seats and stuff like that. The atmosphere is quite dull after that period. But today, it was the total opposite. We dominated Arsenal the first 15, 20 minutes of that second half. And again, we were just so unfortunate not to take the lead.
Yeah, because normally, like you say, like we have that dull moment where the first 15 minutes it just goes quiet. But I remember Dean like won his first draw and Lelik went out for a goal kick for us, and I thought, yeah, okay, we started strong and we started winning some draws in midfield as well. So yeah, man, it was good to see us start positive. But Arsenal as well, I thought Saka was a threat all game, man. I thought Saka was their biggest threat. They were getting the ball out to him wide, and some of the times that we locked him down, but other times he was linking up with Odegaard and he was getting some joy. Obviously, he had that first chance in the first half as well. But yeah, a lot of their crosses were they were threatening, but it was more like we had to head it out, or there was a last ditch. Was it a flick that I think Konza did in the second half to get the ball away from one of their crosses, where we thought they were gonna maybe score? But yeah, just got him, bro. I just feel gutted about the result, really, because the performance was there. And I'm one of them fans where it's just like, as long as we play well, I'm not going to start crossing or being too upset about a result, if that makes sense. Because last season, we rode our luck in that. Let's be honest now, in December, we rode our luck in that home game. Arsenal had Odegaard should have scored last season, and he didn't. They missed chances. We missed chances today. That's just what it is, isn't it?
Just how it goes. Yeah, it's just how it goes. It's one of those, man. The performance is the standout point here. Is where if you look statistically and we're watching it as well, we were the better side for the majority of that game. So it's just one of those. But it proves the level that we're at now, where we're playing a side who was going for the title the last 2 seasons, and we're playing them off the park at times. That just shows the level Villa are at. So yeah, there's a lot of positives to take from it, but we'll have to move on, bro, and talk about that chance. Amadou Onana has a shot, kind of takes a deflection. I think Raya, it hits the bar, but does Raya tip it onto the bar initially?
I'm not sure, It looked like it just went over.
Yeah, he couldn't really tell from where we were, but he drops to Watkins, and I think I can't lie. I think it's more a fantastic save. I can't lie. I think Watkins has just thought, "This, I'm going to score here," and the reflexes are mad because it ain't really straight at him. From what it goes to his left a bit, so Watkins right, and it's a ridiculous save. But really, he should score, should bury it. But I've got to give credit to Raya as well for making the save. But yeah, just another huge opportunity that's just gone begging.
That's how I feel like. Obviously, Raya, you see the training videos they post on Instagram and stuff, the keepers, it's about how quick they get down and then get back up and save again. And that was just a prime example of that. When the ball hit off the bar, he's already in the net on the other side by the time Watkins get there. So he has to get up and leap. And I think it's a combo of, it's a great save, but Watkins, man, you get chances like that, you just gotta take them, man. I think we would have gone on to win, man. I think momentum we had at that point with the crowd, I think obviously you can never predict these things, but we would have given ourselves a good chance to win. So Watkins just got to score. But I do think the reaction's been a bit over the top. Obviously, it's cumulative, isn't it? It's cumulative. Obviously, it's after the West Ham game where he didn't play well. He didn't get a pre-season. He's carrying their back injury in the West Ham game. Duran comes on and scores. So I get it. It's cumulative. It's not just this game alone. It's off that game that people are frustrated with him as well. Yeah, he's got a bag. What more can you say? He's got a bag, but people are, I think, going over the top a little bit as well with the criticism.
Yeah, I agree. We also had the chance with Onana. This guy, the way we're using him for set pieces is mad because he must have run about 30 yards to try and get his head on that ball. The way the set piece was set up, because obviously they thought if they keep him in the box and in the zone, they're going to man mark him, or they're going to mark, someone's going to pick him up. So him and Austin McPhee must have come up with to position him like 20, 25 yards outside the box, and he's just literally just ran straight. No one's picked him up, and he has a free header. To be fair, if the ball's a bit lower, I think he scores. But yeah, that's good initiative again, and you know, something different regarding our set pieces, which you always seem to have new ones. But yeah, I thought a lot of players had good games today as well. Like it was just Arsenal took the chances in that second half. Around the 70th minute, it was all us. We were dominating. It only looked like one side was going to score. But they get their first goal through Leander Trossard. I think it's a shame the ball's got across to him from that point, because Saka puts the ball across and it's not really, you know, that penetrating. The ball's not got that much pace on it, and we failed to kind of clear it. It's ended up at Trossard's feet, and it's a good finish from him. And then going on to the second, I think Emmy will know that he gets a good hand onto that, and usually he'd save that. So yeah, man, it was just one of those things. They got the 2 goals, and even still, we didn't stop playing. Saliba's made an outrageous tackle to stop Jacob Ramsey, which was again a lovely move to get in that position. And maybe if we'd have scored, it was like the 83rd minute. Who knows what would have happened? But yeah, just one of those games where yeah, that's how I'm feeling from that.
It's just, yeah, I don't know what more to really say in terms of like our performance wise. What did you think? So their first goal, do you think there's anything more we could have done? Like, I've watched it back since, and I think Dean, he gets into a tussle and he loses his man, but I think that's almost because of his like lack of physicality in a way, a little bit. Like, he shouldn't really be getting in the tussle with Saka a little bit. So the position is just a bit off, and then the cutback's good from them, but there's a bit of luck involved as well with the flick, and then Trossard's just unmarked, and his first touch, and he puts it in the net, man. And then, I don't know, I just felt like once they got the ball and they got the confidence, it's going to be tough for us to get back in the game.
Yeah, that's it, really. Yeah, man. Just a quick match reaction. Yeah, I think all Villa fans should take a lot of, you know, pride from that performance, and just feel like, yeah, we're actually a very good side, and that was just fine margins. That's what elite level sport that happens. Another day we win that 2-3-0. It's just the way it goes. But man of the match from.
Well, just before you went on to that, I was going to say their second goal, Martinez got a save it, and it really.
We said that, yeah, he'd be disappointed in getting down. It's one of those. He gets 2 hands on it. He should put it round the corner.
And what did you think of our subs?
I thought the subs were good, man. Ian Maxson was good when he came on. I thought JJ got into good positions. Duran helped link up the play as well. I thought the subs were good. Barkley had a bit of a wayward pass at one point, but yeah,
and the shot.
Yeah, and the shot at the end, but it was okay. And Costa Nedeljkovic, I think, had a very, very good home debut because he was thrown into the deep end. We got to remember he's 18 years old, and I thought against Martinelli first half, and while he was on the pitch, he was very, very good. Martinelli didn't get into any dangerous positions really, and Costa was tracking him well. Maybe he could have been a bit sharper for Trossard's run for the first, but I mean, like that's a huge moment to come into against a top side, a side that finished second, for like your home debut, and you're playing the majority of the game. I thought he did well.
And yeah, the positioning, it was a bit off with some of the things, but he's 18. That comes with experience. Like, you've been thrown in against Arsenal early as well. Like, he wasn't expected to play probably today. Cash probably would have got the whole game. So yeah, he did all right. I thought Duran's pass for Ramsey, that was a really good chance that we got as well. And if we made that 2-1, you just never know what could happen. But Ramsey carried it the way of the pitch. I think he did everything right with his touches as well. But I think it was their defender. I think it might have been Timber, but I'm not sure. That got back and was a great tackle as well. So a bit gutted that we didn't get a chance.
It was Saliba.
Saliba, yeah. It was a quality tackle. Ramsey knew as well straight away.
Yeah, bro. It's one of them.
I'll get over it. I think I'm already over it, to be honest. But
yeah, same. Anyway, yeah, just a quick reaction to the game and our feelings. I think to take it as a positive, the performance, because the performance was very, very good. We move on to Leicester now, where we can get the 3 points. Just write this one off as one of those games. And if we'd have taken our opportunities, for sure, we could have won it. So yeah, up the Villa. We might do another show tomorrow where we go into a bit more detail. But yeah, this was just a quick. We just wanted to get our thoughts out regarding the game to you guys. If you could subscribe as well, and let us know your comments regarding the game and your thoughts and feelings about the game. We move on to the next one, and I'm sure Ollie will bag soon. So thanks for joining Up the Villa.